What is going on, everybody? This is 10 Rules All, and I'm back again today. Yes, back, finally. I know it's been a long time. I apologize. Life happens. You should just be thankful I'm still here, keeping you entertained and informed. Anyway, I'm here again today to talk to you more about Battlefield 1 in the background. You'll see me attempting to play this game. I mean, whatever it has become. And that's part of the reason why I'm here today to speak with you, is the Apocalypse DLC expansion pack either will be dropping or has already dropped, depending on when you're watching this video. And oh boy, DICE has made some interesting decisions here. I don't quite understand why they did some of the things they did. Maybe you guys can help me understand. I'm just here to deliver the information as best I can. So anyway, let's get on with it. Recently, they've added some specializations to Battlefield 1 that actually weren't too bad. Some of them were frankly interesting, like if you're in a tank and you take a critical amount of damage, a smoke grenade is automatically deployed around your tank, so you can repair the vehicle in relative safety. Now, and I like this one because it's balanced. You know, it's like, we see the tank, we did the damage to the tank, we see the cloud of smoke, we know you're in there. But, on the other hand, it still does give a little bit of an advantage to the driver, or the mechanic, or whoever the hell's repairing that poor thing. You know, it gives you a little bit of cover, at least compared to now when you get nothing. One of the other specializations that I thought were decent was, if you're a medic, you know, speaking of smoke, I'm in a smoky mood today, when you can release smoke on down teammates so that you could revive them while they're down with some cover, or you can, when jumping out of a plane, you can deploy a flare, and so that when you land, the flare lands sort of with you, and it spots the enemies around you. I think that could be really useful, because far too often, and I'm sure there's lots of you out there that can relate, you spawn in and you're immediately shot, or you jump out of a vehicle and you're just surrounded by enemies, and it's like you don't even have a shot at surviving. Well, maybe this will at least help that just a little bit. All of these things I've mentioned have added another layer to the strategy that goes into playing this game, which I think is what sets Battlefield in general apart from other first-person shooters like Call of Duty, where Call of Duty doesn't require a whole lot of strategy. It's more just Twitch gameplay, who has the best reactions and the best weapon. Now, Battlefield 1 certainly still has that, but you also will gain a significant advantage if you take cover, and if you plot your moves ahead of time, and if you work together, and so on and so forth. There are far more examples out there. Battlefield is just simply a more tactical shooter. And so, those specializations I mentioned, and I know there's more, but those few, they add something to the game. They make you think while you're playing, and they make the enemy think. They make engagements more interesting. So anyway, as I mentioned, Apocalypse DLC expansion pack coming out, or is already out. And so DICE has thought it a good idea to add something called Afflictions. Afflictions kind of behave the exact same way as those specializations, except they do the inverse. So Afflictions give you a handicap, they impact you negatively, but yet it's still something that you choose to equip on yourself. Some examples of Afflictions that I could find were, Scavenger was one where you only carry one reload mag per gun when you spawn. Death Toll, I think it was called, where you lose points every time you're killed. Peacock was another one I heard that kind of blew my mind. Once you're spotted, you are going to be forever spotted until your life ends, until your character dies. So, there are no positives whatsoever to these, and you actually have to unlock these to be able to use them in the first place. So not only are they a handicap, but you gotta put forth time and effort to even getting to the point where you can fucking hurt yourself. So, why are they here? You don't get anything for them. DICE has mentioned that you will unlock some dog tags as you go. hooray, that does absolutely no good for me. I'm not really all that interested in dog tags. So, and the reactions I've seen online have just been almost universally negative. And so I keep asking myself, why do they exist? We hate them. DICE can't give us a good reason why they're there or why they will be there. What's going on? So, I guess in a feeble attempt to clarify, DICE actually made a statement on a Reddit post recently. I'm going to be quoting them here. While we have been attempting to make the weapon and service assignments more approachable for more players, the skilled players are now missing the element of challenge those provide. Afflictions are meant to fill that void, offering an added challenge that is completely voluntary, but can be worn as a badge of honor, since your victims can now see your active specializations on the kill card. Afflictions won't unlock until you've made substantial progress on service assignments, and will be required to unlock truly unique dog tags. End quote. First of all, I think it's funny for them to say truly unique. I feel that's a little bit redundant. You're either unique or you're not, but I'm not going to pull the English diploma out of storage, the one that I actually don't even have, so there's that. But also, this whole idea, this statement of theirs, I think is kind of why Battlefield sucks. I have played this game a substantial amount. I've played it with friends, I've played it solo, I've played every style that this game lets you play, and I've tried all the weapons, I own the Season Pass, I am getting all the DLC, I've got the Platinum Trophy, like, I've played this game too much if you ask anybody else. And it's just the more I play, the more I have to ask myself, what the fuck am I doing? Because of shit like this. The game is completely different, it seems, depending on the day you play. One day the game could be a blast, the next day it could really just be a grind, and it's just your shots aren't hitting, and the hit detection's fucked up, and maybe you're getting spawn trapped. You can say I suck all you want, and I kinda do, but you know what? That's bullshit, and you know it. Getting that shit done to you on a consistent basis, it makes me quit. It makes the people I play the game with quit, so then it's less fun for me, even beyond that. Why are we still here? Anyway, mini rant over. This whole update just really seems to kind of go against what DICE has been seemingly trying to kind of pound into our skulls, which is play the objective, please. You know, give orders, follow orders, capture fucking flags. You know, they're honest about it. And then they bring this stuff in. These assignments, the progression, the service assignments. Just certain parts of this game where, in order to complete these assignments, you have to play like a selfish fuck. Or even my favorite, is where you have to get X amount of bayonet kills. Oh great. So now you're forcing me to use the bayonet, which, if you've played this game for more than 5 minutes, you know the bayonet is shit and broken, and it's broken shit. It forces you to play like a dickhead so you can unlock stuff that you really don't even fucking want. And the actions that you have to go through to unlock certain things in this game are the antithesis of teamwork, with the bayonet charge being an example of one. It just makes people spam bayonet charge. I mean, what good are you doing? It's like, nope, I gotta get my 15 kills so I can unlock this fucking DMR. So, you combine the assignments that hardly require teamwork, if at all, with this Afflictions system. It makes you even more of an isolated player. Could you imagine playing with someone, anyone on your squad, knowing that they are going to be on the minimap at all times just because they choose for it to be so? What if you're trying to flank? What if you're trying to cap a flag without the whole fucking neighborhood knowing you're there? And your buddy, who is ignorant as fuck because he spawns in with an Affliction, decides to spawn in with an Affliction on you. You can't stop him. I mean, I guess you could kill yourself, but how are you going to know he's coming? Or even that scavenger affliction where you can only reload once before you have to pick up a new gun. Like, what kind of teammate is he gonna be? Is he gonna be able to cover your back? Is he gonna be able to help you take anything? Hell no, he's gonna have, I don't know, anywhere from as few to as maybe 20 rounds to, you know, a couple hundred if he's using an LMG, but he's not gonna be able to fucking reload, he's not gonna be able to hang in the fight for very long. And I don't know about you, but I seem to die really quickly. So Battlefield doesn't have a problem with killing us. We don't need any help. There's another affliction I forgot to mention. It's called Reaper. You receive 1 point of damage per second. The only way to pause it is to get a kill. If you get a kill, it stops for 10 seconds. So with that being said, let's say I have this Reaper affliction on, and I'm constantly taking 1 hit point of damage every second. Is that going to prevent my squad from spawning on me? I mean, am I technically in combat at that point? It seems like Battlefield is being just pulled in 2 very distinct directions. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an internal rift, or maybe it's just too many cooks in the kitchen. This game, it feels like it wants to be 2 games at once. It wants to be that game that's squad-based, first-person shooter, very tactical, strategy plays a large role, playing smart is very important, and then you have the other side of this game. The side of this game that seemingly wants to be fucking Call of Duty, where you're running around with a bayonet even though it's World War I and you're in no man's land, but that's cool because I need 15 bayonet kills. And then here, the assignments that I mentioned, the afflictions. You're not going to be a good teammate with an affliction. I get it. If you want a challenge, you want to make this game a little bit more interesting for yourself, you want it to be harder, maybe you're too fucking good at this game, because I know there's people like that. What about the rest of us, man? If you're lucky, there's 63 other people playing this with you at any given moment. You know, we're all trying to have fun too, and you are literally bringing us down. So maybe if you have an affliction, maybe put that guy in his own squad so he can't hurt anybody else, or put all the afflictions people in a squad together. That might work. But it just gives off this impression that they want you to be that lone wolf. They want you to do things for personal glory. It doesn't sit well with me. So there is an incentive for using an affliction, as DICE mentioned very briefly, which would be the dog tags, which, you know, I really don't give a shit about, and then bragging rights, essentially. When they mention the kill card after you kill somebody, you'll have a little icon on your kill card, apparently, that indicates that you are using an affliction. So you basically get to rub it in other people's faces that you are playing the game with one hand tied behind your back. And how are the other players going to take this? I mean, I'd be kind of like, you know, whatever, you're an idiot. But other people might be insulted by this. Like, hey, you know, he killed me with one hand tied behind his back. Well, fuck that guy. What are you doing to the community? You're making us hate each other. It's not what Battlefield's all about. This game is about working together with your teammates, with your squad mates, picking the correct class, using it in a manner that's appropriate, medics looking at you, fucking revive people, and drop some medkits every once in a while. Spawn in smart spots, take in flags, objectives, whatever the case may be. And now it's like, oh, well yeah, but you can also do this just to brag and show off to other people that you're never going to meet. I would be genuinely angry if we lost the game because of this. Like, if you're in a smaller lobby, and maybe your team is just trolling today, and you get a whole bunch of dudes that are using nothing but afflictions, you're gonna get blasted. You're gonna get blown out, and you're gonna want to sell your console as if you're playing the Popo Squad. Shouts out to the Popo Squad, because afflictions are bullshit. So to kind of wrap up, I know this video is running a little bit long. Battlefield 1 has had its ups and downs. When this game launched, I wasn't real pleased. They've updated it, patched it, released expansions, released content that probably should have been launched with the game, but I won't go there. And they've improved the game. They built on what they had. And then they tore it down again. Hitboxes are fucked up. The netcode is still fucked up. Better than Battlefield 4 sometimes, still fucked up. I could go on and on. You don't need me to list off everything that's upsetting about Battlefield 1, but this expansion, these Afflictions, can go right to the top of my list of bullshit that needs to go, and we haven't even gotten it yet. So, tell me what you think. Would you actually use Afflictions? Would you willingly handicap yourself just for the lulz? Or do you think that DICE should be focusing on something else? Maybe focusing their time and money on things a little bit better? Something to make the game more fun? Let me know what you think again in the comments. I would love to hear it. If you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you so choose. And you can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/10rulesall. And you can see me record some of my gameplays live. It's a fucking riot. So, thank you once again for watching. I'll see you next time.